Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. Be sure to check me out over on Rumble. There you'll find all of my stuff from YouTube, plus my political and social commentary and weekly current events, which YouTube frowns on. Links to my Rumble channel as well as my other YouTube channels and links to let you order my books are in the description of this video. If you enjoy my content, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. Now, on with the video. Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing an Unexplained Phenomena video on the Mount Everest spirit. I had never heard of this before, but before I get into this video, let me tell you about a new book that I just got published. The House Off Farrago Road. It's available on Amazon.com, and it's the author's name is H.L. Anderson. It's there with my other books, Drifters 1, 2, and 3, Vanguard One, and The Righteous President. This is the House Off Farrago Road. It's just a fun story about a house where the denizens are not quite normal. Mythological creatures and supernatural forces commingle with modern-day law enforcement and the criminal underworld. If the quirky weird piques your interest, check out The House Off Farrago Road. All right, now on with the video. Unexplained Phenomena, the spirit on Mount Everest. Now, I had never even heard of this. I love stories about mountain climbing and things like that. I have never heard of this before until just the other day. It's an odd video. This is going to be an odd video. Many of mine are. I thought about including this in my historic haunting category, but instead I'm going to put it in the unexplained. After all, we don't really know if it's a ghost or not. Let me explain. For generations, mountaineers have been climbing Mount Everest. It's the holy grail of expeditions. Reaching the summit puts you in the elite circle of elite climbers. You can be a hell of a good climber and not reach the top of Mount Everest. It's just, it's like it literally is the holy grail of mountain climbing. Over the years, stories have come off of this mountain of climbers facing problems and receiving help from unlikely and unexplained sources. Some refer to this as the Everest Guardian, or Mount Everest's guardian spirit, guardian angel. Let me give you an example. In 1975, two British climbers named, let me get these names right, Dougal Haston and Doug Scott. They achieved their goal of reaching the summit of Mount Everest. Yes, they made it, right? They had succeeded where many had failed. The only problem was that they had reached the summit, the top of the mountain, too late in the day. They could not come back down before nightfall. That meant that they had to spend the night in the death zone. For those of you who don't know, the death zone is the area above 26,000 feet where the air is so thin that the body's cells start to die. Judgment becomes impaired. The air, because of how thin it is and how cold it is, it will kill you. Climbers can also experience heart attack, stroke, or severe altitude sickness in this area. The death zone is called the death zone for a reason. The pair had no oxygen tanks, no food, and their heater was dying. They were done. They knew it. They dug a hole in the snow and climbed in, hoping that their mutual body heat would help them last a bit longer. If they could last until dawn, maybe somebody could get them off the mountain. By all rights, they were dead men. But then, out of nowhere, they were joined in their hole by another person. This person had a warm body and a friendly presence. This person spoke to them, encouraging them and giving them tips on how to stay alive. These two men made it down off that mountain. They made it. There's no reason they should have survived, but they did. And both of them said the same thing. That they were joined by this presence. Now, nobody really knows what the spirit on Mount Everest is, but there are a great many climbers who owe their lives to it. And nobody can argue that, especially this particular case here, because there is no reason those men should be alive. They should be dead. But there you go. Those men walked down off that mountain. I'm just saying. If you have any more information or if you know anything else, put it in the comments. I'll be glad to read it. Hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good one. God bless one and all. There is a house in New Orleans where the monsters all hang out. When the police detective, who happens to be a skinwalker squirrel, uncovers a plot by a paranormal perpetrator, he has to enlist the aid of his fellow housemates. If you enjoy a modern, quirky take on historical mythology, check out my new original novel, The House Off Farrago Road.